What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Diablo Immortal video. This morning I went outside. It was a beautiful day. I plan to spend a lot of my day outside. Hope you guys do the same, but I wanted to let you know what's going on inside of Diablo Immortal today and my overall impressions of the Tempest class and the update as a whole. So first, let's dive into what's happening inside of the game today, what you need to kind of put yourself into to get the most out of your rewards. Obviously, you could do the trial dungeons. I'm assuming at this point you've already done them and gotten the legendary piece of gear and the dust, but if you haven't, make sure you do that. It's a free Lego for you. In addition to that, you have the Deluged Plain, which I finished last night. I quickly did another round. It actually took me, I think, 9 minutes to get through it, just rushing my way through, because you want to unlock your legendary crest and your telluric pearl. The only way you can get these two is if you complete 2 complete rounds of the Deluged Plain, which, if you don't know what the Deluged Plain is, guys, it's the Fractured Plain themed for the Tempest. We have Relentless Tide, which was easy. This was the little campaign. Someone was actually asking me on Twitter or X this morning, how do you get to it? Well, you can get to it right here from the tab. I'm playing as the Tempest, and even if you're playing as the Tempest or not, that's available to you. Trial of the Hordes is here. I have to dive into this one. It just launched 2 days ago. Haven't even messed with it. The real reason that I like to dive in is not for the leaderboards. I don't really care about that. I want these battle points so that I can progress my battle pass. Remember, Monday is coming, and I'm saving a whole lot of battle points to throw in for Monday. I'll show you those in a minute. We also had Swirling Winds come through, where you can do a bunch of activities. Make sure that you're completed through here. Again, it's going to grab you another one of these and another one of these. You probably already collected those, actually, because they come just as time passes, but you can get more rewards from doing that. Perils of Fen. This is interesting. I finished this one yesterday, and then I woke up this morning, and it looks like we could do it again. So I was able to come get another piece of legendary gear, more rares, more pearls, more legendary crests. I'm excited that we could kind of go through it again just for doing things that we already do. Literally woke up this morning and decided that I was going to come through as my Tempest, and I was going to run some of those Terror Rift bounties, Terror bounties, or whatever they're called. I had 2 of the... shoot, I don't even remember what they're called right now. 2 of the things to turn your bounties over to the terror bounties, and I ran them both within probably 5 minutes. So I got all of my bounties completed for the day in approximately 5 minutes time, which was really nice. It's a weekend. I don't want to spend a whole bunch of time playing, so it was great. What I do have to grind today are my battle points. But here are all the rewards that I'm saving to collect for Monday, which will take my battle pass probably to completion, getting me all the way to 40 on that. But the Tempest as overall class, how do I feel about it? Why don't I actually go into an open world and kind of do a little bit of running around while we talk about this so that you can kind of see it in action. I did put out a video yesterday breaking down the class and showing you how I built it out, and a build that I actually am really liking for it. I'm going to demonstrate that a little bit today as well, in case you weren't interested in watching the build video. But overall, we've seen people love the update, and we've seen people not love the update. I don't want to go as far as say hate the update, because I don't think that's actually true, but really not like it. Obviously, we went from being Inferno 6 all the way down to Hell 3. And with that dip, we've been seeing gameplay being quite a bit easier for people, able to solo dungeon bosses and really rip through things without even using primary attacks, things like that. Which has made the game easier for many players. For me, I haven't done Heliquary yet, so I can't give you my impression of how that looks. But well, those guys aren't even the guys to attack. But I overall am really happy with the update. I think that they did a nice job with simplifying things that may have been overcomplicated for newer players coming to the game. Pain points that may have had people say, is this something I really want to learn, or do I want to just delete the game and do something else? Again, that's something that they have to think about. They have one chance, when people download a game, they have one chance to get them to keep playing the game and invest in it and say, wow, this is actually really cool. I want to keep playing. So removing any pain points from a title that can make people feel overwhelmed or just completely lost, kind of like the charm system or the pet system right now, is not the worst move. With that being said, I would not mind seeing the pet system reworked. I think it's overly complicated, and I don't think there's a good purpose for that overcomplication of it at all. I wouldn't be surprised, guys, if in the future we saw a change in how that whole pet mechanic works inside of the game. I think it is just overly complex for really no good reason. Speaking of, I did just get a new cool familiar I'll show you guys. We got it on stream the other day, and here he is right here. Oh, can I, let's equip him. We'll replace him right here. Pretty cool, the new one, which is sweet. He also has some familiar details. We also have insight of legendary status. I believe this is the legendary look. I'm not sure if it's the one before that. Definitely looks similar to my guy here. I was stoked to get it. Unfortunately, the legendary skill is not the one that we're looking for, the one survivor, right? But either way, we got a cool pet. I would love it if the pet system is simplified a bit in the future. But as you can see, I'm going through and really ripping through things. This is something that happens with all classes. I'm seeing barbarians run through. Cam shared some footage of barbarians running through, not even using their attack, just not even using primary attack, just going through with their skills, completely clearing zones, completely clearing dungeon bosses and things like that. So it's definitely gotten a little bit easier for gameplay, which for farming, let's be honest, it wasn't that hard anyway, right? You were able to run through stuff, unless if you were just trying to break into a new difficulty level where your combat rating was potentially a little bit low, you were able to run through things previously as well. So I'm actually all right with that. The Tempest, though, it feels really good. The way I like to use this Tempest class is I do 2 dashes and then this whirlwind. Look at this. When I get those Zephyrs, check out all that damage being dropped right there. They're spinning. We'll do it again. We'll go here, drop a Zephyr, here, drop a Zephyr, and then we spin. Look at all that damage in such a wide range. Then we can throw our geysers out, and they can take care of anything in my range. And I actually just picked up a piece of gear which can widen my geyser range by 8%, which I would have lost something else that I like using, so I'm not using that. All right, we have 2 blues here, so we're gonna go dash, dash, then whirlwind. It's not even called whirlwind, but you know what I mean. Everyone knows what I mean. And it just seems like a stronger whirlwind from the barbarian because you could have multiple Zephyrs up. We'll do it again. 1, 2, whirlwind through. There's 3 Zephyrs and me all spinning to winning. I love that. I'm actually, to be very frank, I liked the class when I played it. I thought it was fun and it was different. But I didn't expect to love the class when I played it, and I didn't expect to play it for long term. Having played it now, being that I really got to dive into it, you know, when I went out and tested it out over at Blizzard, you get a couple of hours in it, you're really trying to learn the system. We were trying to learn the Paragon system at the same time, and I didn't put as much into the class as I would have liked. There just wasn't enough time to do everything. So I messed around with builds a little bit, but now that I got myself a build that I really do love, it's so much fun to play. It's so much fun. I actually can't wait to dive into a little PvP. Can't wait to dive into some of the new the game modes that have launched inside of the game so that I could just test it out in other things outside of open world. But overall, I honestly think that the Tempest class is a win. I think they did a great job putting it together. And they did mix some things that we have in other classes, like when we get this geyser going on, it reminds me of a falling sword essence from the Crusader. We have the whirlwind, which reminds me of something that the Barbarian does, but it's all different enough so that it feels like something brand new. And it definitely is awesome. Now, all the lightning you're seeing is from one of my gems that I'm wearing. The gems that I wear with this class, I actually think work great. We have Gloom. Love the Gloom cask. We're going with the Maw of the Deep. Love the stun, and I love that it just does more damage. And really important one, Void Spark. Man, I can't believe I played without the Void Spark for so long. It's such a great gem. Does so much damage in so many different areas. It works out really, really well. So overall, on the Tempest class itself, I'm pretty happy with it. I think that it's a really nice class, and I'm going to be playing it for longer than I anticipate. Are they going to hit me? They're going to hit me. Let's just get them out of here. I'm trying to get myself to a safe west march so that I can then talk to you a little bit about the Paragon system. There we go. We'll dive back over to west march. Now, the cool thing is also we can use the Mad King cosmetic with the Tempest. Thank God. I really do miss the other 2 Phantom Market cosmetics that I have. I mean, that's $300+ worth of cosmetics that I can't wear because it's not available in the Tempest, and that kind of sucks. But let's look at the Paragon system. I know that it's very hard for Blizzard to be able to, like, make old cosmetic classes for new classes coming in. So the Phantom Market. But I really do feel for someone that's paying that much money for Phantom Market cosmetics, I do kind of feel that it should be available on all future classes. That they should have what they need in place to at least throw together something for a new class that may drop, being that you spent that much money on those cosmetics in the past. I understand the pain point there for Blizzard in doing that, but it would also be very beneficial for us to be able to do that, right? So maybe in the future, maybe I'll mention it a few more times and see what can come of it. But I would love to see Phantom cosmetics from all ever dropped on all classes, even coming in the future. How do I feel about the Paragon system? I quite like it, actually. I think that it's really simplified, really easy. I did not like having it was a little tedious, right? Like every time you would have to get a new Paragon point, you'd have to go in and find what tree you wanted to spend it on so that you can get the attributes that you wanted to get, and then you could just drop it in there. Now you have to wait for 4, and then you could start spending. So right now this is only 1 Paragon tree that I haven't completed, and when I want to get the next unlock, I need 4 Paragon points. I only have 2. I don't have to worry about the Paragon tree as much. Does it give us less customability of our bonus attributes? 100%. It really, really does. And I've seen veteran players say, man, this sucks. I can't get the attributes the way that I want them. I took a big hit in the amount of damage that I can do. And I've seen veteran players that say this is easier. There was no reason for me to do that. Now everything is the same across the board, at least for this. Then I've seen new players say, oh, this is great. It's so much easier to understand, which is probably the purpose it was put in place, on top of not having to continuously put out 15 more Paragon trees over the next 2 years because there's just so many levels of Paragon. And I've also seen new players say, I actually like the old system better. I thought it was better. So it definitely is split across the board. I think that this is much easier to digest and easier to understand. When you look at it, we essentially have 3 Paragon trees in each, right? If we're looking at the Vanquisher, I have my farming stuff up here, which is what I actually use. Then I have kill streak stuff over here to get extra damage and stuff during kill streaks. Then I have over here, we get damage increase for PvE style stuff. So really, because you could only equip 5 per side, only 5 could be thrown over here, we really have 3 Paragon trees in 1. And we have 5 Paragon trees, so 5 times 3 equals 15, which really equals the same number of Paragon trees we had previously. They just took out all the in-between stuff, kept all the goodies, and they allow us to choose in that way, but no longer manipulate, I guess, not in a negative way, but, you know, no longer customize, it's a better word, customize how we get our bonus attributes. I personally like it. I know that people are split both ways. And another thing that someone said the other day, and it really resonated with me, change is good. Having to learn things for a new way, unless if it's too crazy, it's good to have new changes coming to any game that you play. Modifications, updates coming. These are all good things for the health of the game in the long term. I'm really happy with the update. I know that this update was not as popular as the Blood Knight update. The Blood Knight update had some hype behind it. This one was a little bit quieter of a launch. With that being said, I'm very happy. I was very happy with the Blood Knight. I thought the class was awesome, and I still do. And I'm now very happy with the Tempest. And I think it's an awesome class. The Paragon system is cool. And that's really what this update was about. Someone said in a comment that I saw, all the update is a new class. But when you think about it, that's awesome. It really changes how you do everything inside of the game. So I think that this one was a win. It was a solid update. I'm looking forward to see what comes next. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of time that we have to spend learning the new class, building the new class. A lot of people have been farming essences like crazy. And to be honest with you, I haven't even used all of my mysterious legendary items. Actually, I did use a lot more of them. I take that back. I used more than I thought. I didn't realize that I went back and used some more. Yes, so we did use a whole bunch of them. By the way, all of these, your fabled wisps, these are no longer good for anything. You can convert them over at the trader to get the new Fabled Whiffs, Hell 1, Hell 2, and Hell 3. Looks like I can get myself a bunch of these as well. Also, keep in mind, you have these Legendary Mane, Legendary Chest, and Legendary Helm. A lot of these you would have picked up through some of the new activities that came into the game with the update. This is how you get that one essence that you really want to make the build that you really want. This is a win right here from Blizzard doing this, because it's a pain point trying to find essences so you could play the build the way that you want to. So being able to pick up these types of things earned, it really can help you pick up the one piece that you just aren't able to get. That's a great opportunity there. Now, I want to let you guys know, we are going to be doing a live stream very, very soon. I'm not sure if it's going to be a day live stream or an evening live stream, but I'm sitting on 50 legendary crests and I have orbs for days. I've been getting gifts from the community to allow me to pick up more legendary crests to run on stream. Cam was the latest to give me another donation of orbs. I appreciate it. And I'm going to spend it on stream with you guys, and we're going to try and pick up some new legendary stuff because we want to get some upgrades to our legendary gems. I could get my Blood-Soaked Jade up in level. I can get my Gloom up in level. The problem is I'm missing the materials needed for all of that. So I'm not looking for new legendary gems. I am looking for ones that I can get up into another level. I am going to be wearing Void Spark for a long time. Also, I have right here Viper's Bite at level 7. I would love to get that to 10 so that I could get this bumped up to the next level. And so that I would be able to awaken that slot. We already have 2 slots awakened right now, which I may be switching depending on how I work the essences with this new class. And I got the Rolling Consequence. I thought I had a 3-star, no 3-star yet. I don't know if I'm going to implement that into the build or not. We're going to have to see. Let me know what your favorite gems are that you're wearing inside of the game now as the Tempest. Is there a gem that is a must-use gem for the Tempest that I don't have in my build? If so, let me know. Again, guys, super important. Go enjoy your families. If you don't have family, go enjoy the beautiful weather. It's a great day on Sunday. Enjoy it. Happy Memorial Day weekend, and I'll see you back here tomorrow with another video.